Magic the Amway Center in beautiful Orlando, Florida. Thrilled to be back in Orlando. The Magic ready for that home court advantage. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
This is an incredible atmosphere in this building.
For Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, it took some time. This was not an easy win, but mark it down in the W column.
Yeah, and it was impressive, Steve, the way they handled their business in the overtime. I mean, they had a lot left in the tank.
On the court for the Hornets. At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. Gary Neal is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Jefferson in at the pivot, manning the middle. Jay's checked in for Peyton. The Busis group has given their teams in the second half of the season with excellent rebounding from the small forward position. You take a look at Harris. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
You know, the work they do on the boards is such a big part of all these players' games. They play much bigger than the grand majority of small forwards in this league.
And I think an area that they all take pride in, Steve, they know they can score. That's expected of their position, but where you separate yourself is going after rebounds. And these guys are really determined to excel in that part of the game.
It's Jefferson with the drive. Rejected by Harris.
I'll tell you what, if there's success on the boards in this first quarter is any indication, it's going to be a good day.
And rebounds usually are a good indicator.
Dishes at Vucevic. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Fry with the ball. And Zeller picks him up defensively. That one rolling around and rims out.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And Walker kicks to Jefferson. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Jefferson's got his second bucket.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open. Kemba Walker, quick, got a great handle on the ball. He's a blur in transition. And what I like about him, he's always looking to push the tempo for easy baskets, and he's tough, not afraid of the moment.
No good from Jay.
Great look, disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
Outside, Walker. He feeds it to Kid Gilchrist. They set the pick. Inside to Jefferson. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Really good defense, but you got to set better screens than that offensively.
Here's Harris. Sinks the three-pointer. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Hornets trail by 4. Walker goes in. Poked away. It's stolen by Vucevic. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. Here's Jay. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Boy, Kevin, I like the way they've come out here. I mean, they're shooting it well and with confidence from outside. Just a good, strong start for them.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Josh McCarthy in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Channing Frye. Evan Fournier's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Victor Oladipo. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Rambo, he's checked in for Jefferson. Williams comes in for Cody Zeller. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Gary Neal. Boy, it really does come down to confidence sometimes, doesn't it?
Boy, Kevin, you said a mouthful there. Confidence, such a thin line, because when you're confident and you're feeling it, then you tend to knock shots down comfortably. But when it's the opposite, then you start thinking about it, and that's no way to play the game.
Everything's going haywire then. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Oof. And Orlando again with the bucket. Hornets trail by 7. Stevenson drives in. Lance Stevenson, the all-time leading history of high school basketball in New York State. And that's something when you consider the great players who came before him.
Yeah, to be at the top of that list says a lot about his high school career. He actually led Lincoln High School to an unprecedented 4 straight city basketball championships. There's a reason his nickname is Born Ready.
Gordon with a screen on Walker. Pass to McRoberts. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And for Stevenson, despite the high school accolades, questions about eligibility and off-the-court issues caused many colleges not to recruit him. And after one season at Cincinnati, he slid to the second round of the draft, but he's really become quite a player. Nice early advantage for them on the glass, guys.
You know, part of rebounding well early is just going after the ball and boxing out. I mean, establishing that tone so that you can maintain it later in the game. That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter. But for Lance, he fell into the right situation in Indiana. A team that was patient, worked with him to help develop his talent. Paul George is in that starring role there for the Pacers for the foreseeable future. And I think Lance perhaps wanted to move on to Charlotte to see how he could handle being the main guy on the team.
Wasted no time on that one. 6 points for Kemba Walker. Magic leading by 8. Here's Jay. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Stevenson drives in. Williams sets a screen for Walker. And the pass to Williams. Back to Walker. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 8 points for Kemba Walker.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
It's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
The feed to McRoberts. Biombo with the block. Ridnour against Stevenson. Stolen. Jay, guarded by Walker. Jay, the pass to Ridnour. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Magic lead by 11.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Magic out in front. They're up by 11. And we'll be back right after this.
Coming up this Wednesday night, March 4th, Goran Dragic and the Phoenix Suns take on Nikola Vucevic and the Orlando Magic. Live from Amway Center. Don't miss out.
We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
How about the three-point shooting? The scoring has really come in bunches from long range.
Yeah, it seems like every time down the floor they're knocking down the triple.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Orlando, Jay in at point guard. Josh McRoberts out there with Gordon. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Ridnour in at the 2. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Al Jefferson, a veteran leader, and he's changed the Hornets locker room. A former coach, Doc Rivers, said, you know the people in your life who just bring sunshine? That's Al. He brings it wherever he goes. And guys, Big Al said of his young teammates, I don't talk much, but they really wanted to listen.
Doris, just an easygoing guy. Great presence. Thank you.
And the generous spirit, too, Kevin, is Al Jefferson. I mean, in Utah, he never hesitated to mentor their young guys.
Jay, the good-looking shot from the wing. Jay's got 14 points for the game. Hornets trail by 10. Stevenson outside. He dishes it to Williams. In the corner, Henderson with it. Stevenson kicks to Walker. Shot clock at 6. And it's It's Orlando with the rebound. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
You know, that was one of the worst efforts you'll see from them, guys. Even though they were playing against a better team, it shouldn't have been that bad.
And, Steve, even against a mediocre team, that performance wouldn't have been good enough. But you play that way against a good team, and you'll really get blasted.
The Magic making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Jefferson's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Cody Zeller comes in for Marvin Williams. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Gerald Henderson. And Gary Neal subbed in for Walker. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Orlando.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively, they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
Vucevic checked in for Orlando. Tobias Harris comes in for Fournier. The shot's good from Jay.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Hornets trail by 12. It's not very often you can say this about the future is looking pretty bright in Charlotte.
So often the season ends and you're thinking about the issues you've got to deal with, but right now the Hornets headed in a good direction.
And the basket by Stevenson.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Magic leading by 10. Here's Jay. Offline with his three. For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And they played outstanding team defense in that win, Clark. Nobody got stuck on an island. Everybody was helping. Great rotations. It really looked like they were together in that game.
Yeah, and even when they were rotating different players in and out, Steve, I thought their communication was five-star and the teamwork was very strong.
Kid Gilchrist comes with a double team. Jay, the pass to Harris. Vucevic, a screen on Kid Gilchrist. And it's Vucevic missing.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
And that's out of bounds.
Nice shooting.
For Jay. On the floor for Orlando. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biyombo is checked in for Jefferson. Williams comes in for Cody Zeller. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Michael Kidd Gilchrist. And Walker subbed in for Gary Neal.
Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there was a lot to like on that play.
Walker dishes to Stevenson. Pass to Williams. Stevenson kicks to Walker. A three-pointer off the mark.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing.
Kicks it out to Ridnour. Jay, guarded by Walker. To the left wing. Lets it go with the three. Ridnour's shot is off. Hornets trail by 15. And Walker kicks to Stevenson. Back to Walker. On the wing, Stevenson. Stripped it away. Here's Fournier. Can't get it to go. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
Well, Nick, you guys had a strong first half. What do you think made the difference?
We've been aggressive and try to be present in there. Everybody, not just me, but all the guys.
All right, listen up. Terrific job so far. The fans are into this game, and we're going to keep them there. We're in a great spot, and it's because of the defense we've played. Keep up that intensity, and they've got no way back into this game. On a good note, our passing has been very smooth. You've set each other up with some really nice assists. That's strong team basketball. Let's keep it up. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. Don't forget how dangerous this team is. No lead is safe against them. Let's not give them a chance to get back in it.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Jay. 18 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
Well, it's no secret. I mean, the more points...
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Walker. 10 points for him. He kicks it to Neal. There's the dish to Jefferson. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Jefferson's got 4 points in the quarter. Jay's checked in for Orlando. Let's go briefly to our rookie leaderboard. The deeper we get into the season, the more these rookies' three-point percentage seems to improve. Well, you look at Jay, third in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
As with those other guys, his shot has been pure since the All-Star break. But he's also worked on making his release a little quicker as the year's gone on.
And, Steve, you know better than anyone how important it is in the NBA to have a quick trigger, especially when you're kind of anchored to the ground as you were as a shooter.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Outside, Walker kicks it to Neal. Passes it to Jefferson. The jump hook, that's good. Jefferson's got 10 points.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Orlando leading by 14.
Al Jefferson is really a unique scorer inside. He doesn't shoot a lot of free throws. He doesn't tally that many assists. What he does do is make shots inside while taking great care of the basketball.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. Misses the three. Charlotte has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Walker the pass to Zeller. And Walker kicks to Neal. Back to Walker. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Zeller. Goes back up. And Jefferson with the lay-in. 12 points for him.
Well, since we hit half number 2, he's finally come around. The first half was not his best, obviously.
Jay the pass to Fry. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. And Jefferson with the excellent pump fake. Unusual, Steve, and really looks nothing like his shot. He just lifts the ball, and defenders always seem to bite on it.
Yeah, you know, it's that deception. And sometimes it looks, you know, almost comical, and yet defenders go for it. So it's obviously an effective move. And I think it's also his mentality. He's trying to trick defenders and elude them instead of, you know, trying to draw contact.
Walker dishes to Kid Gilchrist. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut back down to 12 with the bucket from Jefferson.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Jay the pass to Fry. Jay guarded by Walker. Oladipo for three. Zeller grabs the board.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Zeller. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte moving the ball around. That's good. Kid Gilchrist has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Jay the pass to Fry. And he gets it to go. Fry's got 9.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, you know, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Walker dishes to Jefferson. Back to Walker. Right wing. Feeds it to Kid Gilchrist from 13. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Fry's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The shot's good from James.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
Hornets trail by 14. And Neal kicks to Walker. And the layup is good. He's got 12.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Jay guarded by Walker. And Vucevic kicks to Oladipo. Vucevic to the pass to Jay. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Jefferson. Jefferson's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Walker dishes to Jefferson. Jefferson, a screen on Harris. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Here's Walker. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Harris passes to Fry. Harris kicks to Oladipo. Jay, he's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. They set the pick to the paint. Fry dishes to Vucevic. Jefferson with some nice D.
Well, he's gone without a field goal, and that certainly is below par for him. His team has still found a way to get it done.
23 seconds left in the third quarter. Screen by Jefferson. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
The leader. That's short off the rim.
Well, it looks like it's in his head right now. He looks tight. He's not producing, and his team's struggling as well. Now, that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Second shot. It's wow, he nailed.
This Friday night, March 5th, DeMarcus Cousins.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Magic leading by 10. Gordon out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Luke Ridenour. Then there's Josh McRoberts. And it's Peyton in at the point guard. That's who's out there for Orlando. Gordon with a screen on Stevenson. Fournier, that's for 2. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. And the Magic lead by 12. Jay's checked in for Baker. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He's not pleased with the careless turnovers offensively, saying, listen, we've got to get shots. It's as simple as that. We have to play smart and value the basketball. Kevin did it sink in.
Gordon with a screen on Walker. Jay the pass to Gordon. And the shot is good.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
Yeah, guys, and that's 10 of their last 12 points now coming off of assists.
Walker goes in, and good on the basket. Book it. Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter. Magic leading by 12. Jay guarded by Walker. Jay the pass to Ridenour. And Orlando again with the bucket.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
And that one's good by Henderson.
I like the way they got the ball inside there.
For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
Outside Williams. Dishes it to Biombo. Anderson with it. Back to Walker. From the baseline. Again, the Hornets score.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Jay, guarded by Walker. Here's Fournier, plays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And the Magic lead by 14. For Charlotte, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Walker dishes to Henderson. Unloads from 13, and that one's good.
Well, he's really stood out for his club today. Even though they're struggling a little bit, he's doing his part.
Magic leading by 12. Jay, the pass to Ridnour. 6 on the shot clock, and that one's good.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Williams' shot is off. For Orlando, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Stolen by Henderson. Walker against Ridnour. Williams has a screen for Walker. It's tipped. Here's Ridnour. Pass to Jay. He feeds it to McRoberts. Inside. And Fournier kicks to Gordon. Lance Stevenson grabs the board. Stevenson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Good.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Jay, guarded by Walker. Gordon with a screen on Walker. 3-pointer, Ridnour. McRoberts, the pass to Jay. And there's the pass to Ridnour. Six to shoot. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Josh McRoberts. Fry comes in for Gordon. Tobias Harris is checked in for Fournier. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Luke Ridnour. And then for Charlotte, Jefferson's checked in for Biombo. Zeller comes in for Williams. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist subbed in for Lance Stevenson. Here's Jefferson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Al Jefferson is the mayor of the left block. Has that signature right-handed jump hook, which is virtually impossible to stop. Kind of like a one-handed push shot if you compared it to anything, but with his size and really high release, it's still hard to get to if you're defending.
And the Hornets making a change here. Neal's checked in. The feed now to Fry. Passes it to Jay. Clock at 6. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And he gets it to go. And the Magic lead by 13.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And it's Walker penetrating, and that one's good. Walker's got 20 points.
Well, that shot keeps him at 100% from the field this quarter.
Jay, guarded by Walker. Jay, the pass to Vucevic. Here's Harris. Misses off the left iron.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time.
Zeller setting the pick for Walker. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And the baseline jumper, no good. Magic leading by 11. It's Oladipo on the wing. Fry with the ball. Jefferson picks him up. There's a good screen. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Jay, the pass to Vucevic. And that one's good.
Well, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
Hornets trail by 13. And stolen by Fry. Oladipo, the pass to Jay. And Fry has it in the corner. Vucevic, a screen on Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Right side to Walker. Plays it up and banks it in. Walker's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
Picked by Vucevic. Jay, the pass to Vucevic. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Jay, guarded by Walker. Pass to Jay. Shot off the screen. And that one hits back iron. Hornets trail by 11. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Jay, guarded by Walker. Vucevic, a screen on Walker. Pass to Fry. The three. And the shot is good.
He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Take a look at what Kemba Walker's done. 22 points and 5 assists. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
No question, he's made an impact just about everywhere on the court.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
This is what they need to do in the second half to come out with the win. It's not the only thing, but when you convert free throws at the other end, you put a lot of pressure on the opponent to play solid defense against you.
Magic leading by 12. Now Oladipo. Now the pass to Jay. And it's Vucevic in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the dish to Fry. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Walker's got 3 rebounds now in this one. This one for 3. And it's Walker again missing. Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Oladipo, the pass to Jay. Here's the screen. He dishes it to Fry. Pass to Jay. He kicks it to Vucevic. No up. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Kid Gilchrist. The Magic shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Oladipo, that's good.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Charlotte working against the clock now. Walker dishes to Neal. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 7th assist in the game. And that one is hammered home. Amazing hops exploding to the bucket.
You don't expect to see that coming from the point guard position.
No way.
Boy, when he elevated that size, that's impressive.
Here's Jefferson. Cannot hit. So Orlando will take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, going through the motions, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Magic.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
Yeah, they did. Their depth is really one of their greatest attributes.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
So they bring the season series to an end with a nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
A total of 4 games to be exact, Steve, and they'll each wind up taking 2 of them.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Jay. Every time he shot it seemed like it was just going to drop in, and nobody was surprised.
And Orlando again with the bucket.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. No good on that one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he sinks the second. "16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. No good. And so it's
Well, tonight you factored into this game with both your scoring and your passing. How big a factor was ball movement in this win?
You're a big reason we got the W tonight, man. Keep distributing like that, find an open man. This team is going places.
It's always nice to be dealing out there.
Boys in Vegas never dreamed of dealing like you were dealing tonight.
Thanks, man. Assists mean baskets. I was just happy to be seeing the floor out there tonight.
Keep it up. You made it look easy.
It wasn't that hard.